So your SEOs constantly talk about Google updates. They've informed you of the broad core algorithm update. They make it a big deal. But as far as you're concerned, you hired SEOs to look after your SEO. Why should I care? You're wondering. Let me explain why your SEOs want you to care about Google's broad core algorithm updates. On the 25th of May, 2022, Google began rolling out their latest iteration of their broad core algorithm updates, creatively named the May 2022 core update. Now, what is a core update and how is it different from the other algorithm updates or iterations? Here's what Google have said about this type of update. They've said several times per year, we make substantial improvements to our overall ranking processes, which we refer to as core updates. Core updates are designed to increase the overall relevancy of our search results and make them more helpful and useful for everyone. A broad core algorithm update is a fundamental iteration of their algorithm, which tends to be rolled out every 6 months or so. Now, with this iteration of the updates, they've stated that it will take roughly 1 to 2 weeks to completely roll out, but as of yet, they haven't confirmed its completion. Now, why is this update so special, you may be wondering? Google updates their algorithms often, so what makes this update so important? This, being a fundamental update, is a landscape shifter. It's a landscape shifter that affects everyone who has a website. If you have a website and you acquire traffic via organic search, this update rollout has the potential to affect you for better or worse. It creates such a seismic change in the SERPs that SEOs pay close attention to their rankings. And more importantly, SEOs bring this algo rollout to the attention of business leaders. Let's get into this. SEO is a new marketing channel. When compared with other marketing channels, SEO is a baby, still. The channel perhaps is senior all into social media. However, it's a lot more complex than social. SEO still to this day is considered a dark art, an unknown magical marketing channel that somehow generates traffic to one site, tons of traffic. Because SEO is relatively new and non-marketers and marketers alike are unaware of it, SEOs consistently champion the channel. One of the ways we do this is to ensure we keep marketers and non-marketers alike aware of the changes in the industry. Why do we do this? I'm glad you asked. You see, SEO is a unique marketing channel. How unique? Well, everyone who has a touch point with your website has the ability to impact the site's rankings. And by everyone, I mean everyone, marketers and non-marketers alike. This is why when Google rolls out their core algorithm updates, we make sure everyone is aware of it at least. This release is one that can impact your business positively or negatively based on the state of your website, based on what's been done on and for your website to this point. Now, you may be thinking, will this algorithm update hit my site? You may not fully know until after the algorithm rollout is complete. Unlike the other algo updates like Panda or Penguin, this update is elusive. If you're hit by it, there isn't one specific thing that you may have done that would have caused your rankings to fall. No. This is why SEO is loved by mainly SEOs. You would think that simply stopping or changing the specific issue that led to your site being hit would reverse things, but no. SEO is not that simple. A broad core algorithm change does not target any specific site or issue on a site. Here's what Google have said about their core updates. There's nothing wrong with pages that may perform less well in a core update. Pages that drop after a core update don't have anything wrong to fix. Isn't this lovely? If you're hit by this update, depending on how bad it is, you may have to carry out an overall review of your website. You'll have to reassess and ensure you follow SEO best practices on all fronts, especially on the quality of your content and the EAT you show on your site. Simply put, this algo update is Google's attempt to reassess how websites fare against each other and how best they service users. This is why SEOs make such a big deal about this type of algorithm update. If you thought SEO was all about keywords, rankings, and links, you'll be in for a surprise with a broad core algorithm update. SEO is for users, not search engines. A broad core algorithm release, in a way, rewards websites that have been focusing on their users or potential users. So you see, SEOs bring this update to your attention as a reminder of why it's important to ensure SEO is not deprioritized in the marketing mix. Analytics will show that SEO is consistently a top 3 traffic driver. It's usually 1 or 2. When you have a website, you cannot afford to neglect your SEO. It will cost you. This is evident when broad core algorithm updates are released. Why? Because if you've been hit by it, getting back to parity will take a hell of a long time. I'm talking weeks, I'm talking months. In an extreme case, I'm talking years. Neglecting SEO? Not worth it. It's not enough to invest in SEO. You have to have it worked, managed. One of the ways to do this is to support the evangelism of SEO throughout your business. This is necessary if you want your SEO to be a success. Why is this necessary? Because everyone, marketing and non-marketing alike, has the ability to negatively impact your SEO inadvertently. SEO, you see, is highly competitive. Success with it sometimes comes down to who's willing to support their SEOs the most. All right, let's leave it there for now. If you need support with your SEO, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to help. Bye for now.